Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new, I am so excited that you decided to stop by. My name is Ashley. I am a project planner who does a ton of beauty content, and if you are a returning fan, hi, hello, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. All right, so today we're going to be talking all about the beauty products that I used up in the month of February. It's a decent little bin we have going on here. Now, as always, I do start off with any declutters that I have, and sadly, I do have one. So, if you've been around for a while, you know I have small children. I have twins that are almost 2 years old, as well as an older child. And one of the girls is obsessed with chewing on everything. And if you don't have kids, you may not know that toddlers are honestly some of the fastest little creatures on this planet. I can't go to the bathroom without coming back to some sort of chaos. This is the chaos that I came back to. Yeah, somebody chewed on it. And it is now unusable, which makes me very sad because I was really enjoying using this. This is from Tarte. This is, God, I don't even know what this is because the writing is so small, but it's basically like a sort of glossy, tinted lip balmy sort of situation. And it has to go in the trash. I can't get any of it out. I can't get the lid back on. You'll notice maybe that there's a little bit that's kind of sticking out. My little panning soul thought, well, maybe I can like twist it and squish it out and then somehow salvage it that way. Didn't really work, and I figured that was kind of almost on the side of lunacy, so I didn't do that. But sadly, this has to go into the garbage because it is unusable. Wah, wah. All right, so let's talk about the actual empties that we have in here. I do have a couple of full-size items. Yeah, I've got a few full-size items in here, which is always exciting. So the first one we're going to talk about is a body wash. This is from Bath & Body Works. This is in their Fresh Gardenia scent. I love Gardenia. It is probably my favorite floral scent. Gardenia, jasmine, magnolia. There's just really sort of softer, lighter, fragranced flowers. I just love so much. So I loved this. I don't think I've got another one of the shower gels, but I think I've got a body lotion in this scent, and I really enjoy it. I also used up from Bath & Body Works. This is the French Lavender and Honey Bubble Bath. Again, absolutely loved this. I don't know if they actually make dedicated bubble bath anymore. The last couple of times that I've gone in to link products in the description bar, I haven't been able to find actual bubble baths, which is weird because I love bubble bath, and I realize that, you know, they don't make their policies based on me, but I feel like a lot of us out there really enjoy bubble bath, and Bath & Body Works seems like the ideal place to have bubble bath. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if I'm crazy. All right, so anything else for body? I don't believe so. But we do have some hair care. So I finished up this sample of the Ava NYC Freshen Up Dry Shampoo. I did not enjoy this. I felt like it did not do anything. It just didn't. Today I'm using one from Dry Bar, and it works much better. So this did not do a good job in my opinion, at least not for my hair. It also had an intense white cast. Like, you can't really see any of what I have in here today, but with this, I could just like scrub it into my hair and you could still see the white cast. So for me, this is not something that I would repurchase. This, on the other hand, though, I have used up samples of in the past and I've always really enjoyed. This is from Amika. This is their Soul Food Nourishing Mask. This is just a foil packet, but it's really nice. My hair responds very well to it and I like it. Sticking with some additional hair care, I have used through quite a few of these over the years. I really like it. This is the Caviar CC Cream 10-in-1 Complete Correction Leave-In Hair Protector from Alterna. I love this. I love this. I actually purchased this for the first time years and years ago because of Leanne. I think her channel was Leanne Says. I don't think she has that one anymore. I think she was just doing her vlog channel, which I haven't seen her post on since she became a mother. So that's kind of a bummer because I did always really enjoy Leanne. But she had raved about this at some point, so I purchased it and I have really and honestly loved it ever since. Anything else for hair? Oh, I missed a body care, so we'll circle back to that. But that is all for the hair care, I think. Body care has 2 more items. So I also finished off this little foil sample of the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. I really like this stuff. Is it wildly overpriced? Yes, without question. Do I really love the scent? I really do. I really do. I like this stuff. I have some other small sample sizes that are floating around in my collection and a ton more lotion to use up in my life before I could even consider trying to talk myself into purchasing that, but it is just an absolutely delicious and delightful scent and I enjoy it. I also used up this hand cream. This is from Dionis. This is the Natural Goat Milk Hand Cream. This is in the scent Lavender Blossom. I actually have either 4 or 5 of these left, not in this scent, in a variety of scents. I got a gift set of these from my in-laws a couple of years ago for Christmas, and it was fine. I liked it just fine. I like that when you put it on, it doesn't leave your hands all greasy. It absorbs really, really nicely, which for a hand cream, I personally feel like is super important. I didn't love the scent, to be very honest. It was very potent and it smelled kind of like lavender, but not completely of lavender. Like it had some other scent in it that I didn't prefer. So not my favorite, but I think the formula itself is fine. Okay, let's do some skincare. I did finish off this. Oh, let's see if I can hold both pieces together. This is from the brand Simple. This is the Water Boost Hydrating Gel Cream. I actually quite liked this. This took me a very long time to go through. The formula on this is a thinner gel, and a little bit does go a good long way. I felt like it was nice. It says that it's for dehydrated or dry skin. I only used this during the daytime. I felt like it felt very nice on my skin. I felt like it gave some nice hydration, but not nearly enough to use as a night cream. And that's coming from somebody with dry skin that's honestly leaning a little bit more balanced these days. So I did like it, but only as a day cream. I didn't feel like it was substantial enough for a night cream. But it is a really nice no frills moisturizer. So if you have sensitive skin, this is a good option for you. It's not fragranced. It doesn't have a lot of other kind of stuff in it. It's just a very no frills but effective product. One that I will definitely not pick up is this right here. This is from the brand, I always do this backwards, Petite and Pretty. This is their 9021 Glow, and I did not enjoy this. I did not feel like this provided any actual moisturizing benefit to my skin, and the glow aspect of it was just glitter. So I definitely could not recommend this to anybody. All right, skincare, we have this little sample from Lancome. This is the Genifique serum, and I really did like this a lot. I talked a little bit about this in my Bits and Pieces project pan, which is the project that I used that up in. And serums for me are a little bit challenging to love because I am still in the preventative stage of my skincare. I am very fortunate to have good genes and that I am 40, but my skin is still looking not nearly as youthful as it was in my 20s. Let's be very realistic here, but it is still looking really nice for someone my age, especially someone who is a chronic underdrinker of water and overdrinker of coffee. So I struggle with things like serums because I want to see, especially for the price point, I want to see these dramatic results, especially when their claims are so dramatic. my skin's just not in a place where that is going to be the case. So I did really enjoy this, and I think this is one that I would consider repurchasing. I just personally, I struggle with serums for that reason. All right, something that I would not repurchase at all, not that I purchased this. This came in some sort of subscription box. I don't know if it's a full size or not. This is from the brand 111 Skin, which is an extremely expensive brand. This is the Space Defense Bright Eye Lifting Gel. I did not like this at all. Straight up. I didn't like it at all. It was very sticky. It's a clear silicone-y sort of gel. I don't know if there's actually silicone in it. I'm just describing the texture more than anything. No amount of tapping this in or working it in or massaging it in or what have you actually got it to sink into my skin. It always felt like it was just a layer sitting on top of my skin and left my skin very sticky. Like, I would put my face moisturizer over the top of it. It was still sticky through that. In fact, the next morning when I woke up, it still felt sticky to the touch. I did not enjoy this, and I would definitely not purchase it at any price point. All right. Ooh, throwing stuff around. I think, is everything else makeup other than these last two things? They are. Okay. So I used up a Deluxe sample of my Belief. This is the Moisture Cream. True Cream, sorry. I love this. I love both of the Belief moisturizer, this one and the Aqua Balm. I love them. I think that they are standout awesome products. I have gone through countless minis. I've gone through full sizes. It is a product that I go back to time and time again. It is lovely. The texture is beautiful. My skin really responds very well to it, and I recommend both formulations very highly. I also finished off from Laneige. I finished off, there we go, one of their water creams. I think that's what this is. I'm sorry, their moisture cream. It's from their Water Bank line, but it's their moisture cream. I liked this. I liked this. It is a nice, very simple, easy to use moisturizer. I used it at night. I felt like it, you know, got the job done. Again, my skin is dry, leaning towards more balanced. So I feel like if you have very dry skin or just regular dry skin without my caveats in there, you may not find this gives enough evening time moisture, but it is a really nice product and one that if it came back into my life, I would use it again, but I don't think it's one that I would actually seek out to purchase. And that means that everything else in here is makeup, which is nice. Let's see if I can pull it all out so I'm not just digging around. And something in there absolutely leaked, which is gross. All right, I did use up a sample size, one of the little minis from NARS. This is their lip balm. This is in the shade Lagoona. I have another one of these. I really enjoyed this. This is a very nice product, one that I definitely quite like. I don't know if I would purchase a full size because that's expensive. That's expensive. Maybe around the holidays when they have the gift sets come out, because I feel like that is a little bit better price point for what you get. But I did enjoy it, and I am glad that I got it all used up. I finished up this teeny weeny little powder from Cover FX. Tiny little thing there. It lasted me about a month and a half. I go very lightly in with the powder, so it takes me longer to go through powders than other folks, especially if you like bake and stuff. This would not last you a month, but for me, it did. I liked it okay. It's not my favorite powder. I have definitely a full size because I know I purchased it a few years ago during this, the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty event, but I may have another sample or so in there. I don't quite remember, but I mean, it's fine. It's a little bit thicker feeling or heavier feeling even when I use it as sparingly as I do. So there are other powders that I definitely prefer over this one, but it's a fine powder. It's kind of middle of the road. I used up a mini primer. This is from Makeup Forever. This is their Step 1 Skin Equalizer in their smoothing formulation. Again, I liked this quite a bit. I feel like if all of my primers disappeared and I was looking for one that was a pore filling primer, this is one that I would strongly consider purchasing because it just felt really nice on the skin. It smelled really nice. I felt like I did a good job of setting up my skin for, you know, makeup and good success. From Cover FX, I finished off their Illuminating primer. This one was fine. I would not purchase this one. There are other illuminating primers that I prefer much more. Was it bad? No, not by any means, but it wasn't great either. And I feel like if I'm going to be spending my money, I want great. So good, fine. If it came back into my life, I would use it, but it would fall pretty low on the totem pole of order of use up. One that I just don't love, and I know so many people do, this is the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I have a few more of these kicking around in my collection. In fact, I actually have a full size in my collection because it seems like something that I would love. So I remember I bought a set a few years ago. This is their Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredients, and skin revivers. I mean, all of the hype around this seemed like something that I would absolutely love. And it's just meh. I mean, it's just meh. Knowing what I know now, I would not purchase it again. And the last primer that I used up in the month of February makes me sad that I didn't like it because I had set it up so highly in my mind. And that is from Farsali. This little bitty guy right here. This one was the liquid glass. Look, the hype around this and the marketing around this was a brand that I coveted. Oh my gosh, their Instagram, it was everywhere on Instagram. Everybody like dropping it all over their face and how beautiful it was. Some of the other products in their line, everybody loved them and everybody used them, and damn it, I wanted them. And I've now tried 2 products from them and they're just meh. I mean, I built them up so much because of all that. I'm working on their rose gold spray in a project, but this just, it made me just a grease ball. It did. It made me an oily, greasy mess. My makeup did not sit well on it. I did not enjoy it. And it makes me sad because I had convinced myself that I would love it, and I did not. I did not. Speaking of sprays, I finished off this itty bitty little MAC Fix Plus. I love MAC Fix Plus. It is one of my very top favorite makeup fixing sprays. It is delightful and I enjoyed using it. That being so tiny, I didn't spritz that on my face. It would have been really difficult to get an even application. I use that for foiling eyeshadows for wetting my brush, but worked very, very well for that. And then the last item that I used up is the only full size that I have in this, and that is my Benefit Precisely My Brow. Yep, I think that was upside down. Sorry. This is in the shade 3.5. So these went on sale in the fall Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, if I'm not mistaken. And I wasn't sure what shade I would be in, so I bought this one at 3.5, and then I also bought 4.5 because both of the 0.5s were in the cooler tones. I find that oftentimes a lot of brow products just run too warm. My brow hairs themselves lean very cool toned. So I enjoyed this, and I enjoy 4.5 as well. I can use them both interchangeably. I kind of go back and forth. If I go through a stint of using the 3.5, I'm like, I think that's the one I like better. But then I go through a stint of the 4.5 and I'm like, no, this one is the one I like better. So I definitely sort of oscillate back and forth between the two, but this is a wonderful product. I really, really like it a lot. Totally used up, totally used up. So I'm really, really hoping that these go back on offer with the 21 Days of Beauty. That happens in like March. I feel like that's got to be right around the corner. So I'm almost done with the 4.5. I'm sure you guys will see that in next month's Empties, but I'm trying to use it sparingly and use just another random brow product that I have in my collection. I am wearing that other random brow product, and while I enjoy the color, here, let me grab it because it's right here. What I've been using is from Scone. It's the Brow Wand. This came, I'm sure, in like an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm seems like the one that it is. It is in the shade Chocolate. And while I do love the tone, I'm personally not a fan of these really like fat, chunky, sort of teardrop shaped applicators. I have very sparse, thin brows, so from a distance it looks okay, but up close it definitely isn't my preference. I like the really precise brow-like hairs that you can get with it, but you guys didn't need to know all that. But this is something that I would definitely repurchase, and I'm hoping to repurchase at a less than full price point. Okay, so enough rambling. As always, Editing Ashley will total up the grand total of everything that I used up in the month of February, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be a decent enough month, and I'm very much feeling like we're off to a good start in 2022 with our makeup use up. I'm actually so freaking thrilled to have 4 primers that are out of my inventory, because as you may know, I count both full sizes as well as my minis, and I've got way too many items in all of my categories, so having 4 primers down I think is fantastic. Also having a powder down I think is awesome, and I'm just really happy with where we are setting up to go this year. So let me know, how was February for you? Did you use up what you wanted to use up, or are you setting yourself up for future exciting months of empties? I would love to know. As always, everything that I have mentioned in this video will be linked in the description box below, as well as, you know, links to be able to subscribe. So if you have not done that, make sure to do so. And if you enjoy empties, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.